So if you know me, you know that I love to smile. I smile easily and I get very excited very easily, and I generally come across as a grateful person. The thing is, it hasn't always been that way. I haven't always been a very grateful person. I remember a time in my life where I actually could have easily just sat down and written lists and lists of grievances. Things that angered me, things that inconvenienced my life, just stuff. I was super critical of myself, which made me be really critical of the world around me. And at that time, I would have told you that I considered myself a grateful person. I said please and thank you, and I smiled, I was polite, I did all the things, but I've never been real good at thank you cards, but I've always remembered to say thank you. So in general, I was super pleasant, appeared grateful. The truth is my heart told a different story. I didn't see myself as ungrateful. I was grateful for the things I had, so I assumed everything's good. The thing was that I was missing the sight of the gifts that God was giving me around me. I wasn't just missing out on the things God had, but there were other things for me to be grateful for, and I couldn't see them. The thing is, about 10 years ago, I started reading this book about a woman on her journey to find gratitude, and she wrote down 1,000 reasons that she claimed that she was grateful. She called them gifts. I assumed that since I was a grateful person myself, I would easily be able to accomplish this task. So I set out to write my own list of 1,000 gratitudes. I realized quickly that I would come up short by about 900. That surprised me. I felt like I should have been easily able to name 1,000 reasons to be grateful in one sitting. I mean, have you met my children? Every few days, I would try to add to my list, only coming up with maybe one or two more, and I was often just repeating my love of coffee. But I kept coming up short. God began to open my eyes, though, to the story that my heart was telling, not my smile. I was so quick to name the things that angered and inconvenienced me in my life that I was missing out on potential gifts and blessings that God had for me. I wasn't looking for the glory of God in the world to find my gratitude. I too easily allowed the things that angered me to distract me from seeing the glory of God in each moment and being grateful for it. So over time, a few things happened. I tried for a season to be super silly about my gratitude. I wrote down every little single thing I could think to be grateful for, including my toothbrush. And as that happened, I remembered looking up one day at how beautiful these palm branches were just blowing in the wind. I realized I was grateful for it, for these palm branches. This beautiful tree that grew here out of that magnificence of God's glory was beautiful, and I was grateful. So I kept making my list and trying to reach 1,000. The little grievances and irritations that used to easily anger me so much before began to dissipate. The more grateful I became, the more I realized I had to become grateful for. I've tried to look deeper into the blessings God's given me over the years, even the ones that don't appear to be blessings at the time. I read this book almost 10 years ago, and I'm still adding to that gratitude list. But the things that I have been listing lately are actually names of people in this church. During COVID, I had the opportunity to become the receptionist during the day before returning to youth ministry at the end of the afternoon. And it's literally become one of the greatest gifts, and here's why. I am so grateful for the people of our church. The people of SUMC are incredible. Every day I get to see God moving through the members, helping each other with groceries, appointments, supporting each other, even leaving each other little gifts in the front office. They've brought the staff gifts, they've cleaned the campus, and people just stop by to say hi. I've actually had the honor of seeing some people for the very first time as they've left from quarantine and returned to the world. I daily get to receive phone calls of people making reservations to return to worship, and we cry together with joy as they get to come back. I am so grateful for SUMC and the way that we have loved each other and cared for each other. Maybe today, take a second and call our Attitude of Gratitude line and share some ways that you are grateful for SUMC. And maybe also take a few minutes this week to try to list some things that you're grateful for, even silly things. I have had the most amazing support system come out of this church, and I am so grateful for my SUMC family. It's one of the things I am the most grateful for in my life. Thank you, SUMC family, for being my church family, and I am so grateful for you.